This rain changed the whole dynamic of the environment. Times like this, I wish I had a light on my camera, but you could kind of see the buildings now. So that means it's lightening up a bit. Rain purifies, or it destroys. Either way, there's no coincidence. My dream car, I feel like it's coming to me sooner than later. Just want the panoramic ceilings. I want to be able to trip out this Honda right here though, and make this available for anyone that may need it. Take care of what I have and still gain more. That's something that a lot of people need to be mindful of, because like people are always trying to get more and they forget about what they have or forget about where they came from, and that's not my agenda. My agenda is to build more support off of the support that I already obtained and continue to expand that out to more than just myself, but to people in general. And I'm grateful I could capture this on camera. It's all magical. My nails are long. I'm iced out, boy. That thing, it's drip. Alright, we don't have a lot of time, but that's cool because we don't need that much time. I just want to talk about business today. I'm right by the ocean, like all this is ocean. And indirectly, intentionally, I'm putting myself in a circumstance where it's where I want to be, regardless of the tribulations, regardless of the raindrops. Let's clean this off, because you don't want no issues. It's starting to really rain a little bit, but I don't care about that type of stuff. What matters to me is the intention, and I'm in a place where it's desirable in regards to what it is that I'm trying to accomplish. There are houses comfortably with 4 bedrooms here, maybe more. There's houses with comfortably 4 bathrooms, maybe more, and that's the goal in regards to being comfortable in my living circumstances. So I put myself in that circumstance, and I also put myself in a very beautiful environment, which is the goal. Like I said, there's water all over there, and I'll probably give you a glimpse, but this place is just very memorable to me, and it's beautiful to come back here, like I said, on accident but intentionally, to portray what it is that I'm trying to get across. I want to speak, and before I even speak on this message, I want to thank everyone for taking the time to really listen to me. As mentioned, I'm grateful. What's up, y'all? Okay, so things didn't go as planned, and that's one of the biggest highlights, I guess, I'm learning to embrace within being any type of creator. It's not going to be exactly how you expect it to be, but that doesn't mean that it's not how it should be. I was looking back on the video and I noticed, it's funny because it wasn't even raining initially. Like, this is the first time it rained all day, and I can't say that it wasn't cloudy, but it's so funny how it's raining now. I don't think that that's going to stop me from being able to express. It's just bringing a different element, and I'm okay with that. So we're going to keep on rolling. And I think that with that, you'll be able to see organically what it takes, and I'm okay with that. Another thing I noticed was my list is dry, so hey, let's get right. So I want to take the time out to appreciate everyone that's actually expressing themselves, or those who are acknowledging those who do express themselves, because it's not perfect and it's not easy. It's really about knowing yourself and really trusting in faith to bring your best qualities to the surface. When you're developing business, it's not just about what you're bringing to the table, because a lot of the times a lot of people are bringing the same things to the table, but it's about knowing yourself and what you have to offer and what makes other people want to entertain you over anybody else. And that's very important to keep mindful of. you know. We're going to start this one more time, and we're going to get it back better, because I feel like, you know, it's Mercury retrograde, and along with so many other energies that's playing a part within this day that are unexpected, and it is really depicting in my energy. But we're not going to let that stop us. We're going to go back one more time, and I'm going to make sure once this rain kind of settles down, if I could get a little bit of a visual of this, we're going to try to do that. But we're going to do third is a charm. We're going to go ahead and go through with that. I should be in a library, but I'm about to enjoy some sushi, tempura style. It looks kind of messy. I spoiled myself today with some sushi. And I'm going to appreciate this rain and the fact that my taser was able to provide light, because it's like getting dark. But man, life is beautiful, and I look forward to the process. And it's sushi. Look at that thing, boy. Ooh. It looks messy, but that doesn't mean that it's not good. I'm grateful that I don't have any expectations. One of the things that I'm stuck on is just making sure that I express myself in my best way. So let's keep it raw. Regardless of what I'm bringing to the table, is always going to be as organic, and is always going to be something that I feel is a perfect representation of who I am. So regardless of what it is that I have to abide by, it's still going to be my energy within that. Today, folks, y'all stay tuned and travel with me through these uncertainties and learn that it's all exactly how it should be. Initially, I wanted to record outside, and it's funny because today I've been seeing my dream car everywhere, and I love when I see that. I mean, this car is popular, so it seems, but it's never been as popular in such divine timing in the ways that I see it until now. I actually saw my dream, like the exact model with the panoramic ceiling, and usually with the Sonata, I don't see it like that. People usually get the generic, which is just still nice, but I want the panoramic. That's one of the reasons why I was attracted to that car. But that's besides the point. Another point I can mention is me being in this area is just so symbolic, and the fact that it's raining and the fact that it's so much conflict, I feel like that's just an energy exchange from what it is to be in this specific area. I used to come here to smoke. I used to come here to get away. And I remember the first time I came here, I was so mesmerized by just the view of the ocean and just seeing the nice houses, because for me, that's not something I'm used to, but it's something that I want in the future, and I know that I'm going to obtain. So it's just growing into that and being more comfortable with being in these abstract environments, and knowing that through me developing myself and learning what it is that I want to do, that I'll be able to obtain everything that I desire, because it's already written for me to obtain, regardless of how long it takes. The only thing that's going to get in the way is my own insecurities and my lack of consistency. But at this point in my life, I'm focused, because nothing else really draws me in besides what it is that I want to bring to this earth, not only for me, but for my whole family and for other people that I could assist in allowing them to live their own dreams. So with business, you're starting something on your dime, on your time, energy invested, but it's something that's going to be completely of your mind. So with that, is so important, because if you don't do it, nobody else will be able to do it like you, even if it's multiple people doing the same thing. And I don't care how hard it is. I don't care if your dream does not go exactly how you want it to go. That goal can be obtained. It can be obtained if you believe in that and you embrace how it's coming. Because one thing about this life is that you can't, I could never assume from how 30 minutes ago that it would be raining like it is right now. Even when I sat outside, and I'm gonna just add that clip in there so y'all can see that it was bright out here, and now looking is just so different. It hadn't been 30 minutes yet, but that same element can be depicted in business. Because when you're bringing something up with your mind, that doesn't mean that everything around you is gonna be how you expect it to be, but you still have to mold. And it's funny because I almost got off. I knew I scheduled myself to record it right now, because I've been a lot more busy, been a lot more active, and I wanted to make sure that I can get this out to make sure it's structured and still make sure that I could be dropping my videos every Friday. In time, I'm going to keep on refining, because now I know that first it was every week, now it's every Friday. In time, I'm going to put it out for a specific time, but I'm still developing myself, and that's okay. With the business, you have to understand that it's not going to be perfect, but it's perfect if you're doing it. It's not perfect if you're not doing it, and that's the only thing. So the reason why you should do it is because it's no margin of potential when you're developing something for yourself. When you're working for someone else, there's always a pedestal which you can never break. It's always a barrier that's going to limit you from being your full capacity, because you only can reach this level. I don't care how, even if you're going to school, you can only reach a doctorate. Even if you get 3 doctorates, you can never surpass that. When you're creating a business for yourself, it's so much room to expand. Like with just my writing skills, I can dive into the music industry, I can dive into the novel industry, I can dive into so many elements, because writing is the base, but the core of what I can expand that to is limitless if I'm creating it for myself. Now there may be some things that I just want to focus on, and I always feel like when you focus on something, that gives it more power, and that allows you to focus and structure it in a more defined way. But it depends on how you want to run your business, because your business is you. You get to expand your interests. So you're doing something that is you, so it's no limit on how it should be depicted, when it should be depicted, and it depends on who you're doing it for. But overall, the fact that you're expressing it is a benefit. So along with the benefit of being able to show people who you are, is a benefit of being able to get paid for that. And that's the beauty in this time that we're in, that is something that can never be connected to any other time. You get to get paid for what you love to do. Even if all those other aspects of the world comes in and makes it more troublesome, you still get to get paid for something that you enjoy doing. And that's the beauty within a business. And that's one of the main reasons why people should do their own business and be an entrepreneur, even if you're basing yourself in so many different elements, because you have to recognize that when you're getting paid for something that you love to do, the energy behind it is going to show. Like you working for somebody else and you making smoothies every day, that could be something that you enjoy, you helping people with positive. But if you're doing something that is, after a while, not something that you truly back, or something that you truly doing from your core of your heart, even if you're doing something to benefit other people, you will be irritated, and that energy is going to show, and that energy is going to be in everything that you give. So when you're doing something that you love, regardless of how hard it may be, like with me and my writing, excuse me, I've been really gassy lately, but it's better out than in. Excuse me. I will refine myself as I get older, but I appreciate where I'm at right now, and that's another big thing with business. But as I refine my writing and skill, I never get tired of writing poetry. I never get tired of expressing myself through language. And regardless of how hard it may be sometimes to depict my message, it's always easier when I'm writing. That's my God-given gift, and that's unlimitless. That's limitless. So once you recognize that, you'll be able to expand in so many ways, and that's the true core of being who you are. And in this realm, regardless of how you're doing it, that's the goal of what you should be doing. Because when you're doing what you love and doing what is limitless to you, that is how you tap into the path and the experiences that's going to help evolve you. So if you could take that into a place where your career is that, and you get paid for that, I will always go for that. And that's always the goal. I don't care if I have to work for 10 million people to fund that dream, because like I said, it's going to be on your buck. And a lot of times when you spending that buck and you're investing into it, people think that it's going to come overnight. No. But I'd rather it take 2 to 5 years to build up and then be able to benefit me for the rest of my life, and then I'll be able to chill after that, than doing 40 hours every week. And that's only being sustained by what someone else wants from me. Yes, it's temporary gratification in regards to, for sure you're going to be making this amount of money every 2 weeks or whatever the case may be. But even if my money is coming inconsistently right now, that doesn't take away from the fact that I have a limitless amount of abundance within me with this talent that I'm being able to project out, and I can only get better with time. That's the definite, that you will always get better with time. With just recording these videos, I've got more attached to myself. I got more better with communication. And not just communication with a camera, but communication with people, because I'm tapping into more of me. And that's really what it's about, expanding your inner on the outer. And if you can work and get paid for that, that's what I would say business should be for you. People go and they get paid millions of dollars for a job that they don't like. That millions of dollars don't mean anything, because they get a big house and they're alone in it, and your body is still going to be imbalanced. But if you're doing something that you love and you get into a business of that, then that'll help you stay motivated. And not only you can help other people. You know what I'm saying? When you get into a place of being financially stable, even if you're not helping them do it for themselves, but you're helping to support them. Like, if you're not helping them to learn the business, you can still help other people by even donating $5 to a homeless person. That's helping people in more ways that you could think, and you're allowing that because of the fact that you're tapping into something that you love. And that's why you should do that. That is always limitless, and that is always worth it. Now, the conflict with business or anything of creating within your own energy is hard for people because the fears and insecurities and the potential. When you doing something that you never seen done, like a lot of my tribe these days, they're not used to being able to, or not used to seeing people actually build their own dream, or being able to have multiple sources of income, or being able to make money online. Those type of concepts are not something that we can be taught, so we're creating that for ourselves. And it's a lot of uncertainties within that, especially when you have parents that were living in a different life and still are living in a different lifestyle from what it is that you need to build and allow the next generation to get accustomed to. Like with my kids are going to be, it ain't going to be abnormal for them to go online and make money through Forex. I'm teaching my kids Forex at 10 years old. That's not going to be abnormal, but it's just a different lifestyle. And whatever you can help other people do to make them a better person while they're still embracing themselves, that's always the beauty. But when you're not seeing that coming to fruition, because with time you have to acknowledge that it's not going to come overnight. When you put that big dynamic, that stops so many people from living in what they want because of the fact that they cannot wait. They feel like they don't expect it for themselves, and if you never expect it, you can never receive it. People take 10 years to get to a place that it takes one person to get to. It's all in your divine path, and it's not about the place that you're going to. You have to recognize that experience that is allowing you to be aligned into that energy. Like with me, sometimes I get mad because my Forex experience is not as easy as other people. But I do acknowledge the fact that I've been growing in my process, and I'm not going to let go of it. And I see myself being very successful. I see myself being in this area where it's yachts, it's houses, 4 bedrooms, it's ocean views, cars that I dream of. Everything that I desire is already for me, and I believe that. So regardless of the route that I have to take to get there, that's just making me a stronger individual. That's allowing me to connect to people that got it easier. They could never connect to those people that I could connect to if I have a harder route, because I can tell you, if you don't get it now, it's coming later. Those people that got it now, they can't tell you that. They was like, oh, well, it worked for me. I don't know why it ain't working for you. Maybe something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong in this universe. Everything is exactly how it should be in divine timing. So in your business, you have to acknowledge that. This rain coming and these clouds and all this shit that's transpiring right now is not wrong. Because when I think about it now, I need to express myself in as clear way as I can. I don't care if the lighting is altered. I don't care if my physical is altered. I don't care if my projection is altered. This is the best form of how it should be at this moment, and I embrace that and I appreciate that. As I develop, I know it's going to just continue to get better as it's been getting better, and that's one thing that I trust. And when you don't test that out for yourself, it's easy to be insecure within that. It's easy to just hold on to what you have, thinking that that's all you can obtain. But when you hold on to that, that's all that you could obtain, absolutely, because you're not making room for anything else to come in. You're not making room for anything, and indirectly you're not appreciating the fact that transitions and changes are a part of life. And after a while, you still, with you holding on to, you're going to recognize that as really nothing. And that's why I think it's essential to have support. A lot of people, when it comes to starting a business and when they're dealing with the anxieties and the fears of the uncertainties in the world, you need someone else to be in that place or know how it feels to be there. Because you can't talk to someone that never even expanded outside of their box or know what it is that they want to tap into, because they don't know what they're good at. They never even thought to expand that. And if those are the people that you're surrounding yourself with, you have to recognize that's hindering you as well. Everyone needs a form of support. Everyone needs someone that's going to tell them that when I'm feeling insecure, if someone motivating me, let me know that, listen, you came so far. Sometimes when you're in this place, it's easy for you to overlook that you've come so far, but you have to recognize that this is just part of the process. And sometimes you need other people to remind you of that. And once you tap into that energy, you allow everything to flow as it should. And with the business is just another form of life. Business could be related to love. The same dynamics that you will go through in regards to getting a form of love, of it not being perfect, of you having to tap into an inner source of yourself, if you feeling support from someone else, seeing someone else do it. Business is just another dynamic of that. You should be doing overall what you feel is in your heart and expanding on that and helping other people tap into that. Not guiding people, not guiding people in a way where you telling them how to do it like you, but guiding them in a way to tell them that they can do it how they want, and if I could assist you, then I will. And that's really what it's about. Don't let nothing hold you back. And I think the rain agrees. The rain definitely agrees. If I could get a chance to give y'all a view, I will. But if not, then it's all love. It's the energy, and I know the energy is felt. The universe is telling me that. So y'all stay grounded and y'all stay up.
You can't be afraid to dream big. I don't care what gets in the way. There go my dream car right there again. It doesn't have the panoramic ceiling, but y'all learn more about that. I used to come here all the time, and it looks almost scary now. You can't see anything, but you could kind of see over there that it's actually buildings all on that opposite side over there. But this environment, these are people's views, like always seeing this ocean. And right now it's not the best view, but hey, it's potential, and that's what matters.
So I promised you guys a nice view. I'm kind of getting wet to give this to you. Maybe I don't have to be in it. It's like every time I pick up the camera, it's like trickling back again, but I promise you guys this. So I have so many memories here.